my two babies. Ooh. What is going on, guys, and welcome to the vlog. I dyed my hair. Speaking of dyeing, we're going to start the process today of redoing this interior because it's gross. For some reason, I was telling myself to wait until winter time to start painting the interior. And that was mostly because I just wanted things to do over the winter. But realizing that painting during the winter isn't really a good idea, especially since it's, you know, gonna be cold as shit. So it makes more sense to kind of jump through and get a head start while it's at least nice enough out. So I'm gonna head to the shop, meet up with Steve. I think he's painting his interior today too, so it'll be paint day. But yeah, let's go to the shop and see what's going on. So as I'm sitting in traffic here, I figured I'd just speak on this really quick. I had like the third subscriber message me and tell me that for no reason he became unsubscribed to the channel. YouTube is just doing some shady shit and just unsubscribing people, I guess, without their consent. So if you guys were subscribed, check the subscribe button and see if you're unsubscribed. I want to know if it's happening to anyone else, and if you are, hit that subscribe button again. Not that you should have to do it twice, but YouTube's just being really weird lately, so figured I would just talk about it and mention it so that you guys know what's going on. But almost there, so I'm excited. We're gonna take out a good chunk of the interior today and do it all over in black. So let's do it. Had to stop off and get myself a little Monster. Down. Down. There we go. I need my wheels. As you can see, Steve is well underway with his interior of his new E36. Steve, if those of you that don't remember him, which I don't know why you would not, he's the one that we bought the BBSs for and surprised him a while ago. He was originally going to put them onto that purple E36, but as you can see from the trunk, it is very well gone and not worth saving, which is unfortunate because it's a cool car, but he's got this now, which he's working on very hard, and it's coming out awesome. So it was full tan. He swapped the dash last night, swapped the carpet out. He's still got to do the doors and put the back in, but he's well underway, so that's awesome. Meanwhile, I'm over here with my fully stock cloth interior, even though these are apparently rare because they never offered any of these cloth lined seats in the US with the stripes. They're hideous and they're torn and they got cigarette burns and everything on them, which is disgusting. So they are going to be going, but finish the interior painting for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, comment. I'm kidding. What I would like to do today is both doors, and as you can see, these doors are gigantic. From all the way up here all the way down in full black. We're leaving the trim as trim. We're not going to be painting that, but everything else needs to be painted. I don't think that I can paint these. I have to buy a set because they have the things on them, the words and things, the word thingies. So if I paint over that, you won't see the words. So I'll probably have to get a black set of those just so that I can be like OEM Plus and stuff like that. Wasn't expecting on making a video. I know I haven't made a video in a while. I'm just kind of in that limbo mode where I'm waiting on things to come in, like my wheels. I ordered side skirts for the car. I'm waiting on those. I'm waiting on money. All the money that I'm making this month is going straight into paying the wheels off, so it's not like I can go out and just, you know, buy everything I need for this car. I'm still waiting on the B pillars from Luxury Abstract. I don't know when those will come in, but I figured while I'm waiting, instead of just not posting anything, I would come out here and paint some stuff. So Steve had to run out really quick, and when he gets back, I'll probably be helping him a little bit with his interior as well, but I want to get underway with mine. So I don't know how to take these door cards off. I'm assuming it's not terribly hard, so we're gonna figure it out together. For those of you that are wondering what I will be using for this, it will be the same stuff I used on the interior of the coupe when I did the center console, but flat, not gloss, flat. And that should give me an OEM-ish color, which will be 10 times better than this. So that, and I brought a bunch of microfibers and a bunch of tape and all that stuff, so should be good. Get a good last look at the doors. Gross, disgusting. And let's do it. I did read a forum before I did this, so first thing that they said to do was to pop the little plastic tab off of the inside of right here, and that would free up the screw that's behind it, and then that will free up the door handle and all of this other stuff. I think it's just held in by clips, so I need a smaller screwdriver. All right, so Lexus, you gotta step your game up. That wasn't hard at all. I need to get this piece off though, which is just these screws going along, and then I can take that off and we can paint that black as well. So I'm very excited for this. I hate tan interior. It took me so long to figure out what I wanted to do for the interior of this car, just fighting back and forth between like what color scheme I want to do and everything. Since the car was already tan, I was debating on like keeping it tan but updating all of it, that way I don't have to like paint everything and reupholster everything. Like I can keep some tan things in there and not have to worry about it, like the window buttons and all that stuff. But I'm committing to it. I'm going black. My plan is full black interior, black seats, black carpet, black everything. I'm leaving the wood grain as is because, as you guys know, when I did the wood grain trunk, we picked out a same wood grain that kind of matched everything. So I'm gonna keep that. Everything else will be black. And they sell kits that cover the window buttons, wood grain window buttons, that were actually a factory option, but I'm gonna get it for all the window buttons, the center console bit, the black bit right there. There's bits that go around the shifter, around the cluster, all that stuff. So a lot of things I gotta do, but I'm gonna pop this off and stop talking. And then once it's off, we can go in there and start prepping it. Have you guys heard that song, Falling Down by Peep and X? Just came out a couple days ago. So good. Link in description if you guys want to go listen to something awesome. Okay, so it is fully masked off, and I did a pretty good job. There is no seam in there, so you won't see anything, which is a plus. So now I have some acetone over here. Just going to take that and a microfiber, go over everything, get it down to a nice clean surface. And once that's done, we can start laying some paint. So let's do it. All right, all wiped down, as clean as it's gonna get. All of this is kind of dirty on both door cards, but it's all gonna be one color when I'm done. So got my color here. I'm gonna set you guys down in a nice little place so you can watch it all go down. And then when it's done, let it dry. While this is drying, I'll probably pull the second one and start prepping that, and then we can put it all back together. And it's unfortunately already dark, but since the summer is kind of gone, it's starting to get a little darker a lot sooner. So it's only like 7 o'clock, 6:30 something. But anyways, let's do it. All right, so we got the panel here. It is just drying. Came out pretty good so far. it's just eating up paint. It's just soaking up paint. It's not even really paint. Like it's Duplicolored dye. The sheen is good. Like the color of it, it's not too shiny, but we're gonna have to keep hitting it with coats just because it just keeps soaking up the paint. And I don't know if you can tell on camera, but like, yeah, you can see it's a little uneven in some places. So we're gonna need more paint or more Duplicolored dye and more coats, and just keep laying them on until it all looks one color. But Steve just got here, and he's throwing his interior in. Got that black carpet, boy.
I don't fuck with tan.
He's putting the back carpet in right now, and I guess I'll update you in a little bit on the door and his interior.
The next day,
Jacket crew.
Hi, Nate.
Oh, hi.
How you doing?
Tired,
Yeah.
as usual, but you know.
Yeah, I feel you. All right, so last time that I was here, I was painting the passenger side door card, and as you can tell, it's still off of the car, and that's because it didn't go as planned, and the outcome of the paint that I use, a Duplicolor, made it look like shit. And you can see, I mean, this is pretty much an entire can on the door, and I don't know if it was my prep, if my prep wasn't good enough, or if it was the product itself, but it just made it look like it has plaque psoriasis, and I'm not really a fan of that. So because of that, I had to order a better product. So everyone told me, and Steve told me, who by the way got his black interior like completely done in the E36. It looks fire. But he told me to go with SEM products, and I've heard of SEM before, and I used it on the coupe when we were prepping it for paint earlier this year. So now I have SEM color coat. I went with Landau Black, which I saw on a bunch of forums. Turns out amazing, and I also got the prep for plastic and leather. So I call this a fail and kind of a win, because now I get to use better products, because I wasn't an entirely huge fan of Duplicolor to begin with. There was a bunch of, you know, positives and negative reviews and stuff about it. But now that I have the chance to go at the same door again, I decided to be a little more thorough, and I took the actual handle off of the door. That way I can get more, you know, inside it, because the creases and stuff are very hard to get paint into. So I think that this will turn out a lot better, and I hope that it turns out a lot better, because at this point, aside from me using the SEM, if this doesn't work, then it's going to have to be professionally done, which costs a lot of money. So I'm going to use the prep, go over the whole door with the prep, get it all clean as like best as I can, and then we can test out the color coat from SEM and see how it looks from there. So I have high hopes, really hope it works, because I want a black interior, boy. I want a black interior, Nate.
Is that a boy with an I or a Y?
It's 3 eyes. Boy! All right, so I just prepped the door card, but we're hungry and we want to get food, so I'm gonna take a quick ride in the Slammed S10. Nate just picked this up recently. Steve actually used to own this truck, but he never really drove it anymore, so Nate bought it off of him.
That's right, making it live on.
And it's pretty fun.
It's got fresh AC, it's got an alternator because I was driving and it died. That man who did that toe on this truck was an absolute artist, by the way. I put new tires on it, so the tread's a lot better. Great for burnouts.
Welcome to Taco Bell, my name's Blake. How you doing today?
Not doing too bad, man.
You all set or you need a minute?
Do you have a large lamp? Can I have a quesarito? 2 quesaritos?
All right, so went and got Taco Bell. We're back. Wiped down the entire door card and the little armrest with the leather and plastic prep. I think it's all ready to go. I'm gonna do the armrest first just to see how this stuff works. And I really, really hope that it comes out good. I'm glad that I took it off because you can see how much I missed. I mean, you can't really see it once it was on the door, but it's nicer to, you know, be more thorough with things. So shake the can for a minute and then we'll get to spraying. Man, I hope this comes out good. All right, guys, I think that this stuff is a win. Put on a bunch of light coats, one heavy coat, another heavy coat. And it's looking really good. I'm gonna let it dry, but from here, it looks dope. You can kind of see that it's peeking through a little bit and it's starting to give that same sheen that it had before, but I'm not gonna say anything right now. I'm gonna wait until it's fully dry and see if it actually looks better. Once it's dry, I'll know if I need more, and then if it looks good, then I'll continue on the door panel, but I don't wanna waste the paint on the door panel if it's just gonna look the same as it did before. So I'm gonna wait until this is dry. Once it's dry and I know it's good, then I will move on to the door panel and do that all over. And then we do the other one, and then we're good. All right, guys, so I started putting more coats on and stuff. I was getting really discouraged because it started to dry the exact same way that the Dupli-Color was drying. And I was getting super nervous and all that stuff just because it's like, what else do I do at this point? I have no idea. And then I tried something, and I should have tried it all the way in the beginning of this whole process, which is like super, super light coats, like over a foot away from it and just, you know, sprinkling it on very, very lightly. And I did that a few times after it was fully dry, and now it looks awesome. I'll show you the armrest. The armrest came out dope. Came out much better. Went ahead and did the door. Door came out awesome. So much better. No weird spots anymore. I'm stoked on it. This product is starting to show that it's actually good, and I'm stoked that I got this. Mwah. So I think I've done enough coats on this. I've gone over it probably 4 or 5 times now, so I'm gonna let this fully cure. I'll put the armrest back together, and then we can put it in the car and then start taking out the driver's side one, which should be easier now that I know the exact route that I have to go. Just light coats, time and time again. It'll just get better as time goes on, so I'm stoked. It looks good. I think it's gonna look dope in the car. It's just gonna make me want to start doing more and more and more stuff. So I'm excited to see all this blech go away. Very excited. All right, guys, look at how nice this door came out. I'm like beyond stoked about this. The wood grain with the black looks so good. The carpet and the speaker came out dope too. Now that I see this, I'm like definitely 100% glad that I'm going with black. I was tempted with the tan interior to make like the tan super, super nice, but now that I see this, it's just game over. I love it. So I'm doing the trim piece that goes around the window right now, doing that black as well. And then the passenger side will be completely done. But John came here today wearing a little something something. What? John got my Happiness Isn't For Everyone sweatshirt, and it actually looks fire. So thank you, John, for supporting me.
No problem. Thanks for
appreciate it.
Strike a pose, sweetheart.
Ooh. Ooh.
Bang.
Ooh.
Runway. On the runway.
If you guys want one of those sweatshirts or any of my other designs, they're on my website in the link in the description. But I'm just waiting on this to dry. Definitely light coats is the key for this. So I'm doing very light coats until this is fully covered, and then we'll be all good. So I got the door put back in. Whew. It looks so much better than tan, dude. Okay, so here's the driver's side. As you can see, gross, tan, yuck. It would look good if it was in better condition, but it's kind of, eh. Look at this. Ooh. This paint came out so good, and I love the black with the wood grain. The combo looks so good. Everything came out so good on this. It just makes me want to see the rest of this black as well, which will be. Now that I see this, I want to do everything black. I want to like get cracking on this thing so bad. I got a lot of work to do. I gotta do the whole carpet, I gotta do the floor mats, take the seats out, do the center console, do the dash. Back seats are getting reupholstered, front seats are getting, you know, sold and replaced with something better. The whole carpet, the back panel back here. I got a lot of stuff I gotta paint. I don't have enough of the SEM paint to do a lot today, but if I have some extra, I might take off another panel and do something else real quick. I bought enough to do the door panels and see how much I liked it, and I definitely am a fan of this. The Landau black looks absolutely fire, so I'm a fan of it. I got a couple of the little tiny pieces that go on this drying right now. Put those on, and then we'll take the other one off and do that gross one over there, and then I'll have full tan interior with 2 black door panels. So, first coat's down, very, very light. This is how much I'm gonna be putting down every sweep. So it's gonna be very small amounts, very gradual, but that's how I've learned to get the best, like, overall result on this. Cause you guys saw my failure at the first attempt. How bad was it?
Not bad.
It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. I'm excited though.
It's actually a quarter zip. You wouldn't expect it.
Yeah?
It's actually
Ooh.
a new quarter.
Ooh. Got that Tesla uniform. Ooh. 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 All right. Save some for the ladies. All right, so I've been kind of just grinding on these and not really filming too much, so I apologize for that. But they're both done, and they're both in the car, all hooked up, and they look so fire. I am such a fan of this over the tan. Definitely glad that I decided to go with this. It looks so funky having just black doors and a full tan interior though. But in due time, right?
Mm-hmm. You don't have a flashlight on me, so they can't see me. It's actually a quarter zip. You wouldn't expect it. So. But standard issue equipment. Ooh, part of the package.
So I have yeah, I've just been doing this. I probably look. How spooky do I look right now? Spooptity whoop. But yeah, it looks 1,000 times better than I could have hoped, and I'm fully stoked on it. Fully stoked. Once the rest of this interior is black, it's gonna be game over. And I also need to get black ones of these because I would paint over them, but they have words on them, and if I do that, then no one will see what they are, and I just kind of want to be thorough. So I'm either gonna find a way to save those words on it and paint it, or I'm just gonna get black ones. But they's expensive. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Finally starting to get rid of that tan interior. It's been on my list of things to do. It's just been a big list. This car is a huge list. So just kind of crossing things off as we go. And this Wednesday, H2O, I'm going down with all my friends, and I'll be making an after movie for that. So look forward to that. Gonna spend some time down there, just hanging out, having a good time, and yeah. So I will see you guys in the next video. Be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe.
Buy my shit. Buy his shit. Sweatshirts, no quarter zips. T-shirts.
T-shirts, and I will see you guys in the next one.